Hey guys, welcome back. So, let me show you what I've been doing for the past few days. Since the last video, I have been making plugs. So I've gone through all my old scrap canes, right? And I mixed them and put them in the plug stuff. So some of this stuff is good colors. So I will make like Skinner blends with these. But it was just so much easier to store than just throwing them all in. But I've still got a whole container that I still need to go through. And I thought with all of this stuff that I don't care for, the color, you know, the kind of grayish colors and mud colors and stuff like that. As you know, we made that tubular set, the last one you saw. So I know you probably don't need to see another tubular one, but I got you here and I wanted to try this. This is going to be like a tubular with the twist. And I'll show you what we're doing. So this is just a plug of like a slate blue, which isn't really a bad color. I could probably use this for any kind of bead, but today I'm going to destroy it. Alright, and we're just going to go for a classic black and white theme here. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of black and run it through the pasta machine. And I think I'm going to just do a number 3 because this one isn't a really big plug. So I'm going to run this at a 3 and then I will run the element that I'm going to put on top at a number 4. Okay, so let's run that through. I think we have enough to cover it. And to the one that wrote me about the stained glass window, I still plan on doing that. I've had some custom orders come through this past week that kind of threw me behind here. So once I get those completed, tested, tell me I didn't go all the way. I didn't go all the way. Oi, I have a habit of doing that, don't I? But anyways, as soon as I get caught up in work, then I will make the stained glass. I already have an idea of what I want to do. I just need to sit down and do it. But I wanted to let you know that I didn't forget about you. It's just been a little crazy. It's always crazy anyways, but you know what I mean. Alright, so we're just going to straighten this edge out. Okay. Trying to put it there on tight so that I don't get any air bubbles. Okay, so basically, so far, it's the same that we've done. And before this gets any bigger, I'm going to stick a hole right through the center. So this is pretty much the same with the 2 beads, but we're going to flatten this. And it'll give you a whole different look to your 2 beads. We do this like in our glasswork when we're making icicles and stuff like that, which you could literally use like a translucent, make these really thin and make some really cool icicles like this. And you wouldn't really need the hole. You just need to flatten and twist. Okay, so I don't want all that to suck in. So I'm trying to work it out like I would reducing a regular cane. Okay. Now these would be a little harder to sand. So you want to try and make sure that when you do this that it's pretty smooth. Okay. So now we're going to take a strip of black and white, and I'm going to run these again at a number 3, and then I'm going to bring them down to a number 4 through the pasta machine. I just don't know how much I'm going to need of this, but we'll see. And I have this right now at the thickest setting, so let me go to a 3 on this. And I just want a small strip. So I will probably do, I don't know, I think 3 would be fine to do of this. And put black, I want to put white on both sides, maybe. I think having a little more white would be good on this. It's just getting this piece square. Okay. So since these aren't going to connect all the way around, I don't have to worry about having one side black, one side white. And I probably should have ran my white before I ran my black. And I didn't. So let me hit pause really quick and just clean up my pasta machine before I put this through, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I did some white. I'm going to put the white on the bottom. I just figured since there's white on the top, or the whole log over there is black, and it's only one strip, so I thought the white would stand out a little more had I do it this way. Okay, and we're just going to stretch it out. There's no way we're going to stretch it out all the way, but once we set it on top, yeah, you'll see what I'm trying to do. So I don't need a whole lot of this. And I don't know if I want to go 2 strips or if I want to do 1 strip. Okay, so we're going to cut this. And I know this is a little off. So about 1.5, right? Oh, see, I don't want to stick that on top because, of course, I have 2 whites. Darn it. Okay. That's okay. Because I think I know what I'm going to do. So I need to make this go all the way across. Okay, so I'm just cutting the strip like this. And I'm going to put it into the pasta machine as slow as I possibly can while I'm holding the top. Okay, that way it comes out straight and it doesn't go all churny. All churny, that's a new word. Okay, I'm going to do that again. Hold it down best way I can. And on this one, we're taking it to, you know what, we're going to just take this to a number 3, I think. I'm hoping that it'll be long enough, and I think it is. Okay. And do this with a fresh batch. If you have one of these stored, then condition it really well, because when you twist, these will start to crack. Okay, I'm just going to lay that on top. Okay, and I'm going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to do one more. I think that's as thick as I made the other one, I'm hoping. And again, we're going to start at a 0, which is the thickest on my machine. Just slowly run it through. Okay. I'm just going to cut the icky stuff off the bottom. Okay. Not really concerned about the ends because those are going to be taken off. But I want to make sure this is kind of even as to where I place it. Alright, this one isn't quite as long as the other one is. So I'm just going to stretch it a little bit. Okay. All right. So at this point, you're going to roll it like you would any other tube bead. Okay. Because we want to work that in. And again, if you have any cracks, I don't know why I got a crack there. We're going to roll this pretty small. You can roll it any size. Yeah, I'm missing a little, I've got this little thing underneath here, but on one of these sides I am missing this little thingamajigger. I don't know which side it is, but it keeps clunking down on my table. Okay, and I'm just very gently reducing this because I don't want it to twist. Not yet. Not worried about the end showing because these are always cut off anyways. And it's amazing working with black. It picks up everything here. I'll show you the difference when it gets long enough of what happens when it's a circle shape compared to when it's a square shape. Yeah, we're going to make this a 1/4 inch, so I cut it in half because this is going to get pretty long. It's going to get really long here. I don't know how hard it would be to make an icicle. I think it'd be pretty easy. I'll have to think about doing that towards Christmas. Do translucent, maybe add some, I don't know, like a snowflake design on the translucent, some sparkling glitter. I think that would look really cool. Okay, yeah, you want to try and keep that straight. Okay, so we're definitely taking this down to about a 1/4 inch. You might even want to go smaller. I'm just not sure how the hole will hold up being really thin. So let me get it close to there. I will go ahead and try and straighten it back out. And yeah, these like to get stuck on the mandrel. I was thinking of putting cornstarch on it, but then the clay wouldn't stick and you wouldn't have a really nice hole. So I had to squish that idea. Alright, I might have to cut this in half one more time. Whatever side comes off is the side I don't work on. Now you don't have to make it a 1/4 inch, it depends on what size you want these. I thought I would make one at a 1/4 inch first. And then get bigger if I like them. We're going to go just a little smaller. See, I don't want to destroy the hole. So I don't know, you know what I mean, how far to go without doing that. think I'm going to go to about right here. Make sure these are all even. So these would be cool wigwags as well. So in a lamp work, you can make these wigwags out of glass with a, I can't remember what they're called, but so if you make this as it is now, yes, you can make a tube bead, right? And it would just be a black and white, okay? But the difference, oh, see, even that's cool. And you make this into a necklace. If you made it wider and stuff like that, and then curve it around something, this would be a really pretty choker. You've already got your holes. All you got to do is stick wire through it. And you could probably bake it with the wire in it. Let me show you what we get when we flatten it. Okay, so I know that these aren't going to line up perfectly, and that's okay. But I like to get it as straight as I can, right? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten. See, and this is what worries me about the bead hole. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. This is my first time making this. Okay, but we're just going to flatten it. Okay. Okay, so the difference between it being round, when you twist it, you get your tube like this, right? All one smooth piece. But when it's flattened, here we go. Instead, it's not smooth. You get something that looks textured, because it is textured. It's not flat. As you can see, you've got the little holes in there. So it's like making a rope. And it has that rope texture on it. And I don't know, I think these look so cool. Like that. Okay, so now we can stick these in the oven. And I've got it really tight. But then we have some textured. Okay. And you can probably still sand the outside of these. I don't know if you really need to do much. And you decide, you don't have to have it as tight as I have it. You can have it just kind of wavy. Okay, so we're going to do that one. And I don't know what this is going to happen if I take this off. Yeah, so this is the problem. It's getting it off of here. I'm going to do one more half, but I'm going to make the other one really wide. It should just slide right off. It's being a little difficult. Okay, so you can cut it when it's off, then you can decide whether you want to loosen it just a little bit. Okay. If you want to do it, I'm going to make sure they're all pretty much the same. Okay, so I'm going to go lay this on a cookie sheet. And we're going to do one a little wider. Okay, so we're going to try doing this. And I'll show you what I mean about being really wide. So I we're actually going to just do this one as white as it is. Okay. And if you want to make it wider on the ends right here, you probably can. Just leave enough alone for your hole. Okay. Okay. So now I just want to make sure that this is not going to be something I'm not going to be able to get off. So this is going to be interesting. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm hoping it will. So again, we're going to twist it. But see what I mean? How you can make these into icicles? Obviously, you'll cut that off. Okay, so you can bake it like this. Okay, you don't have to have it real small, or you can have it really big on the bottom, and it just gets smaller on the way up. Okay, so we're going to leave that in there, and then obviously we'll cut it off. Actually, I can probably do that right now. Yep. And then what you do is when it comes out of the oven, just make a little donut, a black bead, put a hole in the center and just plop it right on top. And that'll give you your handle. So we'll show you how we'll do that too. So I figured, why not? Let's make a icicle. But could you imagine that with translucent, white and translucent stripes, or a bunch of snowflake canes and some blue glitter and stuff like that? Would make that so pretty. So before the holidays, we're going to have to make more of those. Okay, so I'm going to see how hard this is going to be to take off. Might be smart just to leave it on. Yeah, see, it just... Okay, so I could literally put the hoop on it now, but I'm going to wait until this comes out. That's going to be the bottom, I think. Okay. And then that will be the top. Now, the thing about icicles, though, you don't need to put it on the mandrel. You can just do it flat on your table, because you don't need a hole in the middle unless you want to come all the way down the center. But all I'm going to do with this, yeah, I don't know if I can put this on now, but Okay, so there's just a little dot. I kind of want to bring it a little thicker. Okay. I don't know how we got into icicles, but that's basically the technique. By making it flat. So I figured, well, we already made something flat. Let's go ahead and make an icicle. I know it's February. Nowhere close to Christmas. Okay, just stick a hole right through the center there. And let me get some bacon bond. Okay. See, to me, I think I'd rather wait until it came out before I did this. Because I don't want to destroy this. Okay, so I think that's what we're going to do, is we're going to just wait until that comes out, and then we'll put that back on. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. See you in a bit. Alrighty guys, we are back with our tubular with a twist. So these are what we got. That's the ornament. I won't show you that yet. But I'm kind of curious on how our holes held up through the twisting and the baking and all of that stuff. So, you know what? I did this the other day and it was really much easier for me to cut. And that way, when the beads pop off, they land right in my lap. So, I did not sand these. I probably should have. I think I'm just going to leave these matte. And then I'll do another one. I've got two more. So I'll do one matte, one glossy. They definitely like to shoot out everywhere, as you can see. Something about right there. And I just need to take off the end right there. So about right there. Okay. So let's see what these actually look like. And I don't have string in front of me, I just have wire. Well, the holes held up. That makes me happy. Okay, so I'd love to have, I think I have some of these. Maybe you'll be able to see the difference. I'm not sure how much the texture peeks out in the video. So these are the two beads from last week, right? So obviously, as you can see, they are straight, shiny, and round. So these kind of remind me of little licorice pieces. See, and yeah, you could see, I saw it. I don't know where it went, but I did see a little bit of brown right here. So that's why I would still sand these. Okay, but yeah, they just remind me of little licorice pieces. And that was really fun. And I've got all kinds of ideas for making more of these, actually. And then this is our icicle. Okay, so I did take it out of the oven. I didn't come back in here and show you how I did it, because basically it was just making that little piece. All right, and you stick your sting right through there, and you can hang it. But I think those look really cool. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked it, and we'll come back from something new the next time around, and we'll see you then.